Okay, so Atlantic Money is the new kid on the block. They offer to exchange your money at the real mid-market rate alongside a fee of just £3, making them one of the cheapest transfer providers on our Monito comparison engine. Now, for a long time, the money transfer industry was rife with providers charging extortionate fixed fees and hidden fees in bad exchange rates. Then a company called TransferWise, now known as Wise, came along and disrupted the industry. Fast forward a few years and we now have a new disruptor, Atlantic Money.
Atlantic Money is bringing a whole new approach to international money transfer.
And they promise to make the cost of any large transaction unbeatable versus all other money transfer providers, including Wise. Atlantic Money only launched this year, and because they're relatively new, I appreciate some people may be skeptical about sending money with them, but you shouldn't worry about that. Not only are they regulated in the UK by the FCA, but there are also protections in place that mean Atlantic have to keep any money you send via their platform separate from their bank accounts. This is known as safeguarding, and it essentially protects you against risk when transferring money, even if the company were to go bankrupt. So you can absolutely trust Atlantic Money to handle your international payments. We scored Atlantic Money a 7.8 on our Monito score. Their fees and services, which I'll get into shortly, are great. But I wanted to mention this to you now because Atlantic's score was predominantly affected by their customer satisfaction. It's not bad, but because they're relatively new, there are fewer independent reviews to look at. In fact, on the App Store as of this month, there are less than 20. However, they're all pretty much positive, with one user even saying that they're better than Wise. Although this user did say that a transfer took over 7 days, which in their words was exactly 7 days longer than Wise takes. They did say their customer service was quick and polite, although they're not sure they would use them again. Where Atlantic Money really shines is in their excellent mobile app, which unfortunately is currently only available on iOS. Although in September this year, they did say they're currently working on an Android app which should hopefully be available in the upcoming months. If you do have an iPhone or iPad, then it's really easy to sign up. You'll just need to provide your full name and mobile number. You don't need to submit an ID, although you will need to if you wish to raise the maximum sending limits from the default. These are £850 every 30 days or £2,500 in any 180-day period. One downside is that you can only send money through the app by making a bank transfer to the bank account they provide, so no credit card or debit card payments yet. Similarly, the only way your recipient can receive their money is by bank deposit. I'm guessing they don't do credit or debit cards because of the card transaction fees that they would have to pay or pass on to you as the customer. So this may or may not be something they'll do in the future. But if you do send money with Atlantic, the transfer speeds are really, really fast. And there are two ways to transfer, standard and express. Now, if you select standard, it will take 2 days to convert your currency plus the time it takes to send. For example, Australia may take up to 2 days to be delivered. Therefore, the whole transfer will take around 4 days. If it's available and for a tiny fee of 0.05%, you can select Express. This will bypass that 2-day currency conversion time and significantly speed up the transfer. And for such a small fee, that's definitely worth it. For example, if you were to send £1,000, you would pay the fixed fee of £3 plus a 5p charge for Express. So if you're transferring to the UK or Europe, then it's definitely worthwhile as the money will arrive instantly. Okay, so to summarize their fees, and this really won't take very long, Atlantic Money charges a £3 or €3 fixed fee, a 0.05% fee for express transfers, and no exchange rate margin fee. So if you're sending £300 or €300, then your costs are around 1% of the transfer. I really can't stress to you enough how good that is. Like in the UK, banks can easily cost up to 10% to transfer money. So if you were to send £300 internationally, it could cost you as much as £30. And what's even better, if you use the affiliate link in the description box, you'll get your first transfer free. So you'll essentially get to send money at the mid-market rate entirely for free. There is the matter of transferring money on the weekend, something that can be an issue when using various companies for sending money internationally. For example, Revolut charges an exchange rate margin fee for international transfers on the weekend. This is due to the fact that currency exchange markets are closed. With Atlantic Money, if you transfer on the weekend, you will be asked to decide whether to transfer at the exchange rate when the market's closed on Friday or when they open again on Monday. Choosing one or the other could make make your transfer slightly cheaper or more expensive. Obviously, you can't predict what the markets will do, so if you really have to send money on the weekend and perhaps you're a bit uncertain, then just use Monito.com and put your transfer details into our comparison engine. We'll show you who the cheapest and fastest provider will be, live at that point in time. And whilst it's pretty clear that Atlantic Money is not only a cheap but very fast money transfer provider with a great app, it is always best to double check Monito.com before you send. Hope you found the video useful. Give it a thumbs up if you did and drop me a comment below if you have any questions. Goodbye.